right. What's going on, guys? This is Tellman Knudsen, and we are here, episode 120 of the Get Shit Done Show. That's right, the Get Shit Done Show. Every single day, we go live and we talk about getting shit done. We talk about how to help entrepreneurs to improve their productivity, to overcome procrastination, to go after their goals. But what I actually realized earlier today is that with Get Shit Done or any of the entrepreneurial hypnosis programs that I've created or any of the wealth hypnosis programs I've created, maybe you've tried some of them, um, I realized what I'm actually selling. I realized that when you sign up for Get Shit Done, what you're actually getting. And interestingly, it's something that um, is in short supply. And what you actually get when you learn how to get shit done is you get time, more of it, something that is fleeting. We only have so much. And there's question, does it actually exist? Is it just a human construct? Is it all in our imagination? These are good questions. And that's exactly why today we're going to talk about the B-HAG. Specifically, we're going to talk about your B-HAG and what is your B-HAG. So I have done an episode in the past about B-HAG, but that was before I started streaming on TikTok. Right now we are streaming on YouTube, we're streaming on Facebook, streaming on LinkedIn, and streaming on TikTok. And Digital Keith, what is up? Good to see you. You're a regular. Keith, what is your story? I know that you were like, yes, all at the same time, Keith. You have been paying attention to the internet marketing world for a long time, I believe. I think you quoted something along the lines of, "Oh, I remember when you were friends with Mark Joyner." Sorry, like a couple weeks ago, maybe when I was streaming, which means, Mark is awesome. He is a friend, but we haven't created anything together in a long time or worked together in a long time. And we did a bunch of collaborations. We did a bunch of collaborations back in the day. So this is nice. I'm having some technical difficulties on one of my streams. Interesting. Well, while we are working on fixing that problem, we're going to talk a little bit about B-HAG. And what is a B-HAG? What exactly is a B-HAG? Does anyone know? Do you know what a B-HAG is? If you do, I would love to hear in the comments. But yeah, Keith, what's your story? How long, if you're an entrepreneur right now, I'm very curious about what kind of business that you have. What do you sell? And who do you sell it to? And like the more details you can give me, the better. So I can really give a, the ADHD ebook and coaching program. Yeah, that program was a whole separate company that I had started called ADHD Success. And I launched that company and then soon partnered up with Stephanie Frank. But I actually launched that product. The first one I launched as a result of going through teleseminar secrets first class with Alex Mandosian, and then he and I teamed up because that was my first fairly professional product. My very first product online, I think, was called the 5 Keys to Permanent Fat Loss. And that was a 2 CD set that I recorded on a mini disc recorder in my dad's spare bedroom on his house on the lake with my high school buddy, Kyle Battis, who had become a personal trainer and I had become a hypnotist. And we were trying to figure out how to break free from our respective trade time for money jobs. And so we teamed up and we created that product. Eventually, I learned teleseminars from Alex Mandosian and launched the ADHD success program. Um, so yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It sounds like you've been involved with the scene for as long or longer than me. That's great. Yeah. So what's your deal now with your business? What kind of business do you have, if at all? And maybe you don't have a business right now. And very curious for the rest of our viewers, what type of business do you have? What type of business do you have? Um, I am. I've started a whole bunch of businesses over the years, and some of them succeeded, some of them failed, some succeeded and then failed, and many of them had successes and failures inside of them, right? And so I've started new businesses just to launch new products, and then I've um, absorbed smaller businesses back into my newer businesses and all these different things over the years. But one thing that I have found in my personal life, as well as in my entrepreneurial and business life, is that um, fractional demand generation for business to business SaaS companies. Fractional demand gen. What does that mean? Demand generation. I don't understand what that means. Can you explain it to me like I'm a third grader? Um, so one of the things that I have found to be an incredibly powerful tool, and I started using this before I had even heard the term, it's just for whatever reason came naturally to me, is B-HAG. And what is a B-HAG? Basically, lead generation marketing. Okay, cool. Rock and roll. Are you a media buyer? Like, do you, is that your focus? Or are you funnel builder? Or do you build funnels and buy media and drive traffic to it for companies? Like, what's your traffic source? Um, when you say lead gen, obviously that could mean a lot of different things, and I mean, it all ultimately means the same thing. But what's your focus? What's your sweet spot? Um, a BHAG is the guiding star. It's the thing that truly excites you. It's the thing that you want to share with the world about your business and what you're working on. It's the thing that is so cool that you'll talk about it at family holiday gatherings and you'll be happy to share it with people, even if they're opposed or don't think it's a good idea or don't think it's possible. You'll share it with them anyway because you're so excited about this idea. This is your BHAG is the thing that one of the things that makes it special, one of the things that makes it truly powerful, in my opinion, is it's the thing that other people will share with their friends and their family about you and what you're working on. When you have a BHAG and you're working towards something, so a BHAG is a big, hairy, audacious goal. And it's an old term that I believe originated in corporate somewhere. Um, though I probably should look up the origin of the word BHAG, truth be told. Um, the BHAG is setting a big, hairy, audacious goal, a large goal. Does it need to be hairy? Of course, it doesn't need to be hairy. It's kind of an old term, right? It's a aggressive goal. It's a stretch goal. It's a goal that is almost unbelievable, but not quite. It's something that everyone would be so stoked if that happened. And even if you fell short, it would be a huge win, right? A big, hairy, audacious goal. And I highly recommend, I highly recommend that you have a clearly defined, big, hairy, audacious goal, and primarily one in your life and or business at a time. Something that's so significant, so powerful, so meaningful that you're going after it with everything that you've got. and it's resonant enough and powerful enough and important enough that you're able to enroll other people in your goal because it's so powerful, it's so important, it's so significant. And those other people um, could be your employees, it could be your team, they could be the people that you work with as that work with you as freelancers that do jobs of different types for you if you have an agency or you have a business and you hire freelancers. Um, it could be your subscribers, your fans. It could be your followers, right, on social. It could be your email list. It could be the people who listen to your podcast, or if you're an author, it could be your readers. These are the people that you want to inspire with your BHAG, with your big, hairy, audacious goal, so that they want to see it accomplished. And this goal, more often than not, it's bigger than you. It's bigger than something you can accomplish yourself. You actually need a group of people, a movement to come together, to work together to make something like this happen. And so, big, hairy, audacious goals are things that you'll dream about. Big, hairy, audacious goals, BHAGs, are things that you will daydream about. They're things that will cause you to seek out solutions to work toward it instead of just chasing shiny objects. Most of the time, people who get caught in shiny object syndrome and just chasing opportunity after opportunity, the reason is because they don't have a compelling enough goal. If they had a compelling enough goal, they wouldn't chase opportunities because they're chasing their goal. And opportunities are stepping stones or tools on the way to the goal, but that way they can choose which they want. And if people don't have a goal, then what are you doing? What's your big, hairy, audacious goal? What's the earth-shaking transformation that you're trying to create? What are you going to make happen? What should be had? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Raja, I don't even know what you're talking about. Literally, no idea. Welcome, 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 everybody. All right, this is Tellman Knutson, and it's Wednesday, April 30th, 2025 at 6:52 p.m. This is episode 120 of the Get Shit Done show, and I'm going to sign off. If you are an entrepreneur and you want to overcome procrastination permanently, dramatically increase your productivity, if you want to have more time in your life, if you want to get shit done, go to getshitdone.com. Join the community. We'll see you on the other side. And we'll see you tomorrow because we do the Get Shit Done show every single day. All right, guys, over and out. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in.